I come from a family that is genetically disposed to depression, severe depression. I understand that my grandfather, whom I never knew, he was subject to depression. My oldest brother committed suicide. He was in the military. My other siblings, even though one being a pastor and another one being a pastor's wife, they were all in therapy from time to time. Depression has also extended to the family that comes after me. But you know, somehow I seem to have escaped. Then came 2019-20. And I was on the deacon board that made the decision to go forward with discussion groups on the LGBTQ question. This issue was hard. And even though I firmly believe we made the right decision, I still believe we made the right decision, it was hurtful. Sincere differences of opinion affected my Bible study class. I saw Pastor David and others suffering. And as a teacher of AC7, I felt both guilty and hurt. Then in March of 2020, COVID hit, and we could not gather as a church. There seemed to be a dark wall off to the side of me. Strangely, it became harder to pray. And I have known people who believed that if you pray hard enough and believe enough, that depression will just go away. Through the years, seeing my family suffering, I knew this was not the case. Thankfully, I did not completely slide into that darkness. Prayer and support from many of you, including our pastor, that helped a lot, and I thank you. Then several of you landed the idea of renovating our sanctuary during COVID since we could not use it. I had doubts that we could raise the money, but suddenly there seemed a lot of support. Also, we began to have church on Zoom, and we had some outdoor services, and that made contact with each other. Neighbors and open garage doors and driveway hellos and jigsaw puzzles and meetings on decks and parks materialized. Gradually, my devotionals and prayer life perked up, and seeing this beautiful sanctuary helped. Also, I've always loved sunrises and growing things. The ministry to the Ukrainians has inspired me. And with God's help, I have been able to pull back and not slip into that darkness. Psalm 51 says, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of my salvation, and uphold me with thy spirit." I plan in 2023, as a song said this morning, to sing a new song.